Earl Henderson, Primordial Defense. Thank you for watching. This is an unboxing video of some replacement duty belt gear from Safariland. Trusty dusty tactical kitchen knife. I had got a glove pouch replacement because the original glove pouch that I got or had on my belt, I had taken it off, I think, to be able to replace a cuff pouch on there. And I guess I forgot to put the thing back on and left it on the trunk or something like that, and probably went flying off in the middle of the road somewhere. I have no idea what happened to my old glove pouch, but when I saw that I needed to replace my OC pouch and everything, I decided, all right, I'll go ahead and get me a glove pouch as well. Now, I said this came from Safariland. Safariland has apparently bought Bianchi, so this is a Bianchi brand glove pouch, and it has 2 spots to put gloves in. Back. Alright. And it just slides onto a belt like so. Got a replacement baton pouch, same type of connection on the back, but I like this one, just looking at it, a whole lot more because it looks like it's a little bit of a stiffer hold on there, whereas this one looks to be a little more loose and would slide around more. But won't know until I get it on the belt. So this is the opening for when it's in extended mode to be able to come out the back. My other one had a hole in the bottom, and so when the baton was extended, you just stick it in and it come out that little hole. This one looks like it will come out the back side. Don't know how I'm gonna like that. OC pouch, and it looks almost like the one, no, this, huh, it's gonna be a tight fit for a MK3 can to go in there. But it looks almost identical to the temporary replacement that I put on my belt after my other one broke, but I don't know about this one. It seems pretty small. I ordered it for an MK3, and it says on the thing for MK3 and similar, but man, that seems awfully small. But again, has a tight loop on the back. And I went ahead and ordered new magazine pouch. Supposed to be for Glock 17, says it on there. You seem, I don't know, I guess because of the material or the pouch opening being smaller, maybe that's its retention quality or something. I don't know, but it seems like it's kind of small to me. And then the back, make it a vertical or horizontal, depending on how you like your pouch to be sitting. This is all the new Patrol Tech Bianchi gear that I've got to replace some of the other pouches on my duty belt. The well, there wouldn't be any other pouch on there that would be staying the same because it's pretty much all getting replaced except for the belt itself. Of course, I can tell just from looking at the finish material that it's going to be a little bit, I wouldn't say too different from the belt itself, but it's going to be slightly different. So I might end up having to look at maybe getting another belt because I know that the weave and everything on the belt looks different, and it matches the pouches that are currently on the belt because they were all bought at the same time. I will replace these on the duty belt, and then I will show the pouches that are being retired and why they're being retired. So I've already thrown the faulty OC pouch away after it broke. Took some photos of it and then got rid of it. But as far as, I guess, original pouch goes, so the OC pouch I had the same look as this magazine pouch here and the baton pouch right here. And of course you can kind of see how it kind of matches the belt as far as the weave goes. It's just, this baton pouch is going to be just slightly longer, and the thread has a tighter woven thread than what this does. This one's kind of more profound looking thread look on there. As far as magazine pouch goes, you just kind of tell the difference in the image of it. You can see on the bottom one there, the original pouch just has a larger thread look to it. I don't know how else to explain that. Whereas the newer one has a more tighter thread weave on it. You just don't see the threading as much as you do on that one. So of course, when I replace the mag pouch and all the other stuff, it's not going to match up with this. The radio pouch is almost the same as this right here, so it won't match up. The cuff pouch, on the other hand, will match up. It's about the same. But then of course, the belt won't fully match up with the thread on there, which doesn't fully matter to me a whole lot. I mostly do nighttime stuff anyway, so it's not like it's going to be that noticeable thing. Whenever you get duty gear and have to mess with putting on the belt and everything, it can be a freaking headache. I wish a lot of stuff came like these taser holsters with a little tech lock attachment on there, because that makes getting stuff on and off the belt super easy, and it locks it down in place pretty good. You could also, which I've taken this out, but if you had a smaller belt, it has a little spacer bar in there that you could move up to accommodate different size belt. But this, I put it on and it stays in its spot on the belt pretty well without moving around. Everything else on this belt, you basically have to disassemble, so to speak, the entire belt. So you have to pull the little, can't get this to move, up here at the belt where it doubles back on itself. Pull this little guy out the way, and this little dude, there we go. Oh, and then because I had let so much out, I wrapped it up with electrical tape to keep it from getting, I don't know how to explain it. It's because it's such a stiff belt, like if without this in place, it would make a big loop in the front here. It would just kind of separate from it. So I had to take tape and wrap it around this portion to keep it down a little bit. Which before then, I used to take my Kubotan with my keys on it, and I'd just shove it down in that space right there and have my keys to the front of my belt, and then it was midline and just be able to grab them and go. But then I went to putting a carabiner upside down on the belt to put my keys on that way, and so I didn't really have a need to use that big loop that would be created. So normally it would have, well, it's been kept down for so long now that it won't do it, but used to, when you put the belt together, it would leave a kind of a sizable gap, almost like that. And you could, like I said, I could stuff that little Kubotan down in there and use it as a key holder, but I put that tape around there to push that hole down, and it seems to work pretty good because now it won't open up much. But anyway, take the buckle off. And then you got to take everything else off the belt just to get one thing on, which is why I don't really like that method. Apparently I put electrical tape here for some unknown reason. Don't know what it was there for. Maybe as a kind of a, hey, this goes here kind of thing. So that had a really good tight fit on there. I'm going to set this off to the side and kind of lay it in order of how it went on the belt. But this is the older mag pouch that's being replaced. This was Safariland brand, which the Safariland logo has been covered up with Velcro. And it's in an older video of mine, but I've taken Velcro and applied a strip to the inside of the facings of these pouches. That way it mates better to my or my inner belt, which is the loop side of the hook and loop, or Velcro. This magazine pouch has a more rigid opening, I guess you could say, than the mag pouch that's going to be replacing it. It just, it looks like it's way bigger. And then I'll put the Glock mag in, which the Glock mag goes in fine. No issues there. I don't know. I guess maybe I just liked the look of the Safariland brand one more. But the reason why this is being replaced is on the OC pouch. It had the same backing on it, and one night at work, got in the car and the outer vest was pushing on the back of the OC pouch like that, and this material just snapped. It just broke. And when I started looking at it, you know, I flexed it and some of it just disintegrated. So it was like it was dry rotting in a sense. And so I thought, well, if the OC pouch failed catastrophically like that by just sitting in the car, then I could suspect that the magazine pouch and the baton pouch could randomly fail too if put under stress. So just due to the age, I wanted to replace those. I've had this probably 10 years or so now. And I didn't want to stress test it too much when it was still in service, but now that I'm taking it out of service, I'll just pull on it and see if it gives. And it's not coming apart. Well, I mean, right there, I mean, it's kind of coming loose a little bit, but I mean, I did put some torque on there. So probably could have lasted maybe, you know, a little bit longer, but just to be on the safe side, go ahead and replace it with this. Now, this is more flexible, whereas this is more of a rigid plastic. This is kind of like a rubberish plastic in a sense, not too rubbery, but it's obviously a more softer plastic than this, because this doesn't really have much bend to it. It's very solid. This is not as solid, if that makes any sense whatsoever. So I'm thinking or hoping that this will have a longer service life on it. You can also notice that this has threading, and you can see those threads right there. So obviously, you know, this is a failing point. It's points of contact where it mates on there. I'm hoping that this style, which I don't know if you call it a rivet, but it kind of reminds me of a rivet. If this style would be a better mating option for the bracket and the pouch itself. Seems like maybe as far as longevity goes, these two pieces would stay together a lot longer than maybe this piece. Because like I said, I can already tell just from flexing on it a little bit that it seems like, you know, if I did too much of that, it'll come off. But then again, you know, who knows, this probably could last a little bit longer. I just know that the OC pouch had this same material, and when I got it off and I just flexed on it like that, it just sort of disintegrated like. Alright, so, oh man. So that's as far as I need to go for this side. So then I can put, well, yeah, I'll just have to come in on the other side of the belt. We get the new pouch on. It's got a nice tight fit to it. And so then next would be the suspender piece. And so this is for my suspender system. I just hook the suspender into that, and then I'll wear the suspenders under the vest. It's a whole lot more comfortable and keeps the belt up pretty good too. Since this is a tech lock, I don't have to worry about trying to slide it on. I'll just put it on last, and I'll just go through and put the belt piece back on. So you kind of noticed right here some of the Velcro. You may be wondering why that Velcro is there. And again, what I said earlier about the pouch, I had it there so that when I put this belt on, it would mate up against the inner belt, just like I have this Velcro right here. That way it stays on. I prefer the inner belt to the belt loops, or the belt stays rather, because it's just annoying having to take the little belt keepers off and then putting them back on, and then you have like a little loop of belt stays that you kind of leave clipped to the belt, and then put them back on, take them back off, take them back off, put them back on. It's just annoying. I just prefer using the inner belt system. It's just easier, and it's pretty secure. I mean, once I've put the belt on, I've not had any issues of the belt coming down on me. No sagging with the belt keepers. You know, I would have some sagging a little bit on the gun side, because a lot more heavier stuff over here. Going to the belt, or the Velcro method, haven't really experienced any of the sagging issues on that side of the belt. And then, so this tech lock right here, what I just did, I'll have to pop it loose with something. But this tech lock, easy off, easy on. But to prevent easy coming off, it's got like this little safety lock mechanism. Put that in, and then you can't squeeze these ends in and it come off. Super secure, doesn't really move too easily. I wish that all the other little pouches on here had the tech lock mount, because it's a more superior mounting option in my opinion. So mag pouches on there. Next up's the other side of the buckle, where the OC pouch and baton are going to go. So this taser cartridge pouch from Blackhawk, again, easy, simple way to get it on and off. It just clips on. I like that method. A lot easier getting that off. This key fob holster is a malice clip, so getting it on and off is pretty easy. Upside down carabiner. I like this method of having a key or something like that on the belt. It's a whole lot simpler option in my opinion. And a little, I don't know what you call that. Suspender loop. This was my quick fix OC pouch replacement when the other one broke. I don't even know what brand this is. Had it for a while. I keep this in my OC box that I have extra OC cans in, and I'll use this as a loaner for someone, you know, that may be working that doesn't have, for whatever reason, their OC pouch. You know, some people I use for security, they work for another agency, and so they're not allowed to use their agency's equipment. And so they couldn't use their own pouch or even use their own agency's OC, so I could give them at least my OC pouch and OC so that they would have that option. It's probably the first time this holster's been off the belt since I put it on. Same with the OC pouch. Or not OC pouch, baton pouch. New baton pouch going on. Alright. And everything else goes back on. There we go. Let's see here. Crap, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to put the glove pouch on. So, this stuff can come right back off. And take this off. I put this on my belt many years ago when I was working a contract at the Harley drags, and there's a lot of walking around out there, and so I tried to devise like a suspender system, and I had some like old school Alice H harness suspenders, and of course there's no little eyelet on the belt to hook it to, so I took paracord and made like a loop out of it. And this thing's been on there for a while. But that's what that was. Alright, make sure I got this top of the pouch oriented correctly. And I'll put the glove pouch on. And you want to make sure that when you go put this thing on, you're not putting it upside down. I don't think I've ever had that happen to me before, but I could see where taking this stuff and sliding it on and off and just messing with it, someone could easily put one piece on upside down or whatever and get all the buckles and everything on, and then be like, oh crap, it's backwards or it's upside down. Then the new OC pouch goes on. That is a pretty tight fit on there, which I like that. That way it won't slide around too much. I've had before in the past pouches on the belt that were kind of large, or not the pouch was large, but the attachments on the back were large. Like this one was large, and so I'll just put it on there for demonstration. It just had a lot of loose play to it. Like you can see how it just do like that. This one I can already tell it's going to be rock solid. Let me get this up here. There's not any wiggling, hardly at all with this. Not like there was with the other one. And that's an important aspect to me. Less wiggling, the better. Belt thing on there. I have no idea what the name for this little thing is. It's just meant to go over the belt when it loops back on itself. If you know the name of that, leave it in the comments section, please. Put the carabiner back on, and then the buckle. push this little keeper up here into place. Well, no, because I had the carabiner all the way forward into that little pocket. So the carabiner all the way forward, and then little belt stay thing, whatever you want to call it, into there. And then I had the taser pouch. No, I didn't have the taser that far forward. I had the key fob. So I pushed the key fob all the way forward. And then I had the taser pouch. Okay, taser cartridge pouch, not taser pouch. Push this forward, so I have to push some of this stuff forward. And then I have to put the belt on and make some further adjustments from there to make sure I got all the pieces in the correct place. But new OC pouch on there, which would not be sitting that close to the holster. Move it forward a little bit more. Boom. And new baton pouch. So like I said, I have to put this belt on and then move the things around to make sure they're in the correct placement for me. That way I don't have any bull crap to deal with. And then I can already tell that probably which is I'm glad these have buckles on them, but I put this glove pouch in the back here, and so I noticed I should have probably moved one of my suspender things, which is an easy fix because these have buttons on them. Boom. Now I can have glove pouch to center the back with the suspenders attachments on each side of that, and then everything else working from left and right of the lumbar. Ideally you should never put much of anything on the back, on the direct center of your back, especially like a big old cuff case or something like that. Glove pouch, I don't see any harm in that, but putting, you know, any larger, harder objects in the small of your back is a bad idea, especially because if you get knocked down to your back, then that hard object can jack your back up. All right, so this has been the unboxing and installment of the new duty gear using the Bianchi Patrol Tech brand pouches. So this belt is a mixture of Safariland and Bianchi. Now Safariland Holdings Group has bought out Bianchi. So if you go to Safariland's website, you'll see the Bianchi brand stuff listed on there as well. So as of now, this belt is, you know, of course, all same company, but it has different product lines on it. So newer stuff being the Patrol Tech, and then the older belt is Safariland, and then the pouch, radio pouch, Safariland. This old this thing's old. This light holder right here. This actually came off the gloss duty belt of mine because it held my Surefire G2 Nitrolen back in the day, and I kept it because it was the only pouch I could find that would hold that G2 Nitrolen, and it also happens to be the perfect diameter for my Surefire Fury backup light. And all the other pouches I've seen have been like some large, cumbersome Kydex type of looking contraption. Didn't really like the look of them, and so I kept that, even though it doesn't fully match the rest of the belt. Kept it just because it fits that holster, or I'm sorry, fits that light so well. Sorry, got off on a little bit of a detour there, but like I said, this is the video of the Bianchi Patrol Tech pouch and installment. If you have any questions or comments about Bianchi or Safariland gear, you can send me a message or leave a comment down in the comment section. Love to hear from you about your experiences with different types of duty gear and how long you had it and what type of abuse it lasted up to. Earl Henderson, Primordial Defense. Thank you for watching.